Thank you for joining us today. My name is Lauren Stewart. I'm the naturalist here at Maumee Bay State Park, and we're super excited that you are able to join us on today's open house for Maumee Bay State Park. So in this open house, we're going to talk a little bit about our park, our facilities, things you can do in the park, upcoming changes that we may be having, and you can also ask us, the staff, questions. So you'll notice there is a Q&A box. You'll see that I typed, have any questions for us, ask them here. So if you have any questions for us, the staff, please ask them there and we'll definitely answer them. And some of them we might answer at the end for you as well. So I'm going to introduce you to Maumee Bay State Park Manager, Karen Beckman. And Karen's going to tell us a little bit more about the park. All right, Karen, you're good to go.
Greetings, my name is Karen Beckman. I'm the acting manager at Maumee Bay State Park. We are located at 1400 State Park Road in Oregon, Ohio. And today we're going to explore the Maumee Bay State Park, starting with some basic information. Established in 1975, we have 1,336 land acres, 94 inland water acres, and located on the Lake Erie Western Basin. Here at Maumee Bay State Park, you will find a campground, camp store, lodge, cabins, marina, golf course, public beach, trails, nature center, storybook trail, fishing, kayaking, canoeing, boating, archery range, and we also do boat registration. The campground has 230 electric sites with full hookups. With 20 full hookups, full hookup is $39 a night, and an electric site is $30 with a maximum of 6 people. There are flush toilets with showers, a laundry facility, and a dump station. You can make reservations 6 months in advance, and if you happen to run out of marshmallows, excuse me, or forgot something, stop by at the camp store. If you're not bringing into your own gear, check out the lodge located on the shoreline of Lake Erie. The lodge has 120 remodeled guest rooms with varying accommodations. Some even have balconies overlooking Lake Erie. As a guest, you can visit the indoor or outdoor pools, full-service restaurant, gift shop, fitness center, and it has a conference center. The lodge has much more to offer, so for more information, contact 800-AT-A-PARK. Another option for overnight guests are the 24 cabins. Nestled among the scenic wetland and golf course, includes a gas fireplace, heating and air conditioning, full kitchen, and several other amenities. For you Lake Erie boaters, 24 overnight slips and 7 transient slips with electric and water. If you prefer just to come for the day, plan a picnic, bring your kayak or canoe using the inland lake or venture out on Lake Erie. You want to cool off, there are 2 public beaches available with plenty of sand. The 18-hole Scottish linked style golf course with rolling mounds, bent grass, and fairway greens and tees, sand bunkers, and ponds is a great way to relax. If you're not a golfer but want to get some exercise, there are 11 miles of trails at the park, 5 miles of ADA multi-use paved inland lake trail, 1.9 miles of ADA boardwalk trail, and a mouse trail, just a name, of 2.4 miles, a bridle trail of 1.8 miles, all very easy. Now, Lauren and our local naturalist will talk about the Nature Center and more details of the trails. Lauren?
Thanks, Karen. So we're very fortunate here at Maumee Bay that we have a lot of trails and all of them are very accessible. They're great for families, great for those with strollers, great for those who just want a nice, easy walk. We are in glaciated Ohio, so everything is nice and flat. That glacier flattened everything out for us, so there's not a whole bunch of elevation we have to worry about here. But you can see a variety of things on our trails. So you can see on that right-hand side, we have one of my favorite trails, the boardwalk, that goes through the Lake Erie Marsh, and I'll be talking about that in a little bit later. And then on the left-hand side, we have our bike path, which is by our fishing trail, our youth fishing pond. And speaking of trails and things that you can see, here are some examples of some flora and fauna you can find here at Maumee Bay State Park. We have a variety of birds, both songbirds and waterfowl. And the bottom left-hand picture you'll see is our northern cardinal, which is the state bird of Ohio. And then we have a very common sight, which is the Canada goose. My favorite is in the middle, the white-tailed deer that is actually a fawn, and they are very common here in the park. You can usually see their fawns starting in May all the way through June. Sometimes we have them even later in the year, but we have quite the deer population, so we get to see them grow up. It's very nice. And then on that right-hand side, you'll see some examples of some of the flora you can find in our wetlands. And speaking of a trail that's near and dear to my heart is the boardwalk. So the boardwalk is a very, it's my favorite trail personally, but the boardwalk is an ADA accessible trail. It is almost 2 miles long. It is complete, the whole 2 miles is completely boardwalk. The boardwalk itself goes through the Lake Erie Marsh, so it's a really neat experience all seasons to go through and see what you can find there. Some of our most common animals that are found off of the boardwalk, mammal-wise, is actually the muskrats. You'll see as you're walking through the boardwalk, you'll see big mounds of grasses, and that's actually the muskrat lodges. Also, you'll see plenty of frogs, you'll see snakes, you'll see turtles, and of course, birds. Birds are a very, very, very common thing on the boardwalk. We have a variety of species, and I'll talk a little bit more about them in a minute. So the Nature Center, so transitioning from the boardwalk is the Nature Center. The Nature Center is actually the trailhead to the boardwalk. So that's really right behind where I normally at. We will be opening this year with limited hours. However, we do have virtual programs available now. So if you have a group that's looking for some programming, please contact me, and my contact information will be at the very end of this PowerPoint. Contact me, and it doesn't have to be a formal group. If you have a group of people that's looking for a specific presentation, it can be Boy Scouts, it could be Girl Scouts, it could be a group of friends that you're wanting to know what we can do at the park. I'd be more than happy to do a program for you, and all of our programs are free, virtual and in person when we resume those. So like I mentioned, the Nature Center is the trailhead to the boardwalk, and inside the Nature Center, we actually have live education animals. And these are all animals that you can find in Northwest Ohio, and most of the animals that we have here, if you go walk out on the boardwalk, you might actually get to see them in the wild as well. So besides animals, we have some really awesome displays. We have some information about the natural and human history of Northwest Ohio, which we have quite the history. This used to be the Great Black Swamp. We have also some exhibits of the native fauna you can find here. So you can see on that bottom right-hand picture, we have the Lake Erie sports fish, which a lot of people come to this region to try to find. And we have an amazing bird viewing feeding station, especially in spring. Oh, it is awesome to see all those migratory birds coming and looking for food at our bird viewing window. And we actually we feed the birds year round. So even in the wintertime, we get plenty of birds. And here's some examples of some of our programming. So the virtual programming, as you can see, I'm there on the left-hand side. That's me doing one of my virtual programs. We can do programs with our live education animals virtually. That actually works fairly well. And then when we do resume in-person programming, we do a variety of things. We do formal field trips, as well as programs such as archery, fishing, even paddle crafts. So stand-up paddle boarding there is on the bottom right-hand side. And again, all of our programs are free. And as we're getting closer and closer to May, the biggest week in birding is the first and second week of May is when the big pushes of migratory birds are in this area, Northwest Ohio, as they're traveling up towards Canada. We get a lot of them that breed here, but we get a lot of them that we just see seasonally, essentially. And so the boardwalk in particular is one of the best places to see the flora and fauna during that time. So these are some birds that are near and dear to my heart that people commonly try to come out to see. The warblers are going to be on that right-hand side. On the top right-hand corner is the Blackburnian warbler. And then the bottom right-hand corner is the northern parula. And then I think is actually the showstopper, even though it's not a warbler. On the left-hand side are our screech owls. We have multiple pairs of screech owls that breed off of the boardwalk. So it's really neat. You actually get to see the owls during the daytime, and you sometimes even get to see their owlets. And usually the owlets start fledging around May, right when our warblers and migratory birds are coming through. And there's more to do than just the trails at Maumee Bay, and Karen's going to tell us a little bit more.
Thank you, Lauren. There is always something to do, and of course, we want to mention fishing opportunities on Lake Erie or one of the inland lakes. Exciting changes, some new items at Maumee Bay. We have added a storybook trail. Wander through this short trail and stop at each station to read a page and find out how the book ends. Some other changes we are excited to have: a new restroom shower house building that you'll see up in the top corner. And we have upgraded to touchless hand soap dispensers, touchless sinks, and touchless toilets. We have planted trees and much needed upgraded the campground with 50 amp electric. But wait, we're not done. Coming this summer, 2 new playgrounds, one in the campground and one in the day use area near the beach. Next, I'd like you to meet one of our officers, Eric Gryza.
Hello there, I'm Officer Eric Gryza out at Maumee Bay State Park here to give you a little bit of information about what it is that we do here, and if you see us out in public, what you can expect from us. About 2015, the Division of Parks and Division of Watercraft merged, so we're now Parks and Watercraft officers. Our jurisdiction covers all state lands and state navigable waterways, so you might see us out on the lake, you might see us in a car driving through the park, you might see us in the campground. Things that we are out here for is to ensure public safety and make sure that everybody is able to fully enjoy the facilities without any risks or anything like that. We are fully commissioned state officers through the State Ohio Police Training Commission and have full authority just like any city or county deputies would. In addition to our law enforcement activities, we also handle some administrative tasks. We help with boat checks. If you need a boat safety check, we can do that for you. If you have all of the required safety equipment, you can get a sticker for the side of your boat. And also, if you purchase a new boat or new to you that needs to have a hull identification number or HIN, you can contact the park administration office here and set up an appointment to come bring your boat in, or if the boat's not mobile, to have an officer come out to you to have your boat inspected to get a new HIN. Like our naturalist Lauren had said, if there's any questions, I'm more than happy to answer those. They just have to go into the Q&A box. But if you do see us out here, we always appreciate a friendly wave, and I thank you for coming to the open house today.
Thank you, Eric. Just remember, we're open year-round with fun even in the winter months. Contact page for additional information on items we have discussed today, and we will open it up to questions.
So one question I did see, are dogs allowed in the park?
Absolutely. We do require that all dogs stay on a 6-foot leash, but yes, we encourage everybody to come and out walk their dogs. They do have to stay on a leash.
Very good. And if anybody has any more questions, please put them in the Q&A box. However, as always, you are welcome to contact us on any of these numbers. And again, if you're looking for a virtual program or just general information about the Nature Center or even upcoming the bird migration, please contact me, the Lauren Broderick Stewart, the naturalist. There at the very bottom, you'll see my email, and I'll be more than happy to help you figure out programming or talk about the native and flora fauna and what you can expect in this region.
Thank you for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll visit Maumee Bay State Park soon.
Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your day, and please contact us if you have any questions. Thank you.